Okay, we're here doing a rig tour of my iRacing rig that I use for Daggett Racing. It is a SimLab TR1 with a SimLab triple screen monitor setup. And then mounted to the monitors stands, I have three Scepter 27-inch 1080p 144 hertz monitors, along with a fourth monitor stand, and that is a JVC 32-inch TV that I had left over that I currently wasn't using. And above that, as you can see, I have an Amazon Basic USB microphone, which I use for both in iRacing and for streaming/recording. If we go down a little bit, we've got my Fanatec DD2 wheelbase with my Fanatec Club Sport GT Alcantara wheel. It's kind of their more basic one, but I really like it. If we go below that, you see some Logitech speakers, which I really don't use, but I use those for something else, which you'll see. And then below that is my HE Ultimate pedals. I have a keyboard tray that I got from another vendor. I like it because it is on a pivot point, so I can bring it in more like a little table, so that when I do other things with this rig besides sim racing, it just sits right in front of me very comfortably. If I come around behind, or come back a little bit, let's go back out. I have a Sparco Chrono sport seat. I got that from OG Racing here in the DC metro area. Behind that, I have a butt kicker mounted. There is the butt kicker controller, and right below that is the subwoofer for the Logitechs. And what the Logitech speakers do is they actually control the butt kicker. So I have the volume turned down on the speakers because I use in-ear buds, which are hanging here on my Derek Spears button box. The headphones I got off of Amazon, recommended by Dan Suzuki. They're excellent. I really like them because they're noise canceling, or noise reducing, I should say. But then I use those for that. I have a Elgato Stream Deck. I also use that as for some of the buttons in iRacing, and also I'm getting it set up for streaming to Twitch and doing recordings, which I will put up on YouTube. Above there is my Canon DSLR. It's a Rebel SL3 camera that I have hooked up to my computer, so I can get myself into video when I am doing streams. I'm using OBS to do that. You can see I have iRacing we come around to the back. You can see I have my custom built PC. I do build my own computers. This one is based on the Ryzen 3900X, has a Tomahawk B450 motherboard, 32 gig of 3600 megahertz G.Skill memory, a Be Quiet Dark Rock cooler. It has a 5700 XT video card in it that is driving the three monitors off DisplayPort. The fourth monitor is actually being driven here off of HDMI to USB 3.0 from StarTech, and that way it just didn't get in the way of the AMD software. Here you can see below. Next to the pedals, you'll also see I have a CyberPower 1500 watt UPS. My power where I live can be a little iffy sometimes when there's storms, so I use that to make sure I don't get disconnected during races. I have a box fan sitting here because it does also get a little warm down here while I'm racing. So you can see the backs of the monitors here. And I am down in our lower level of our house, and you can just kind of see around me here. My wife's got a little sewing area set up. I have some racing posters here, all F1 champions up through last year, and a poster of Steve McQueen's Le Mans, one of my more favorite movies. And you can see our family room is right here, where we spend most of our time. I have another computer here that I do use for some editing, and my wife also uses for her photography. Got my work computers over here, are just my general use computers. I have both a Mac and a PC. chassis that I use for that. I'm actually watching, we'll put Ollie in there, watching Ollie, who is streaming right now on Twitch. So you can kind of see, sorry about the air conditioner noise. I do need a little window unit down here because it does get a little warm during the summers when it's in the 90s here in Virginia. But this is my rig that I use. I've been iRacing for about, not quite 10 years now, mainly through practice, but also racing heavily since about last July. Well, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about my setup or computers. I'm always glad to help. Have a great day.